The death of comedian Bob Saget from an accidental blow to the head is a wake-up call for all of us. Tonight, an expert shares some life-saving advice. Eyewitness News reporter Amy Powell live with more on what to do after a sudden bump on the head.
Mark, doctors say every bump on the head is not going to result in serious injury, but if you believe you may have hurt yourself, there are some symptoms you should not ignore. Bob Saget's death was caused by blunt head trauma. The medical examiner believes the actor and comedian fell accidentally, hitting the back of his head on something. His family saying the 65-year-old probably thought nothing of it and went to sleep. Saget was found dead in his Orlando, Florida hotel room last month. Doctors say an untreated head injury can be extremely dangerous.
In any type of head injury, especially one that's so severe that's going to cause bleeding on top of the brain, which we call either a subdural or an epidural hematoma, can be life-threatening.
The night before his death, Saget, best known for his role on Full House and as host of America's Funniest Home Videos, performed a stand-up show in Jacksonville. When family members didn't hear from him, they asked the hotel to do a wellness check. He was found face up in bed. There were no signs of trauma. If you suffer a head injury, experts say there are some symptoms to watch out for.
Severe headache that's not typical of your normal headache. If you have any slurred speech, when you start to get a little sleepy or drowsy, weakness on one side, all those are sort of telltale signs of this type of injury.
It's not clear if Saget had any underlying conditions, but there are risk factors for older adults who injure their heads.
If you're older, above 65, if you're on blood thinners, things like Coumadin or warfarin, those will increase your risk of bleeding.
Actress Natasha Richardson's death was also caused by an accidental injury. Richardson, who was married to actor Liam Neeson, fell and hit her head while skiing in 2009. She initially refused medical treatment, but a short time later, Richardson was rushed to a hospital. She died a few days later. Experts say in many cases, tragedies can be prevented.
If you lose consciousness, I would really get concerned. And then if you do hit your head and lose consciousness, I would recommend going to the emergency room.
Again, if you suffer any of those symptoms the doctor talked about, you shouldn't hesitate to get help. Reporting live, Amy Powell, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.